Hey everyone, welcome back to Toys, Muggles, and Life Struggles, a podcast brought to you by the wonderful Judy ... and myself. I am Mini Toy Adventures, and this is episode 28. And today, we're talking about all sorts of stuff. We get into some struggles through life with Judy and myself, and some new toys that haven't been released yet, and all kinds of fun things in between. So be sure to subscribe to us on all the podcast things and YouTube if you want to see our faces. And with that, sit back, relax, and enjoy episode 28 of Toys, Muggles, and Life Struggles.
It's always so exciting.
I know, but our countdown, for those who don't know, it starts at 6.
Weird
and that's
number.
A weird-ass spot to start a countdown from, right? Like,
don't white people think that's like a devil number? 666 or something?
Oh, but I don't think the 16 is like anything.
Is
like,
it? Oh, is it not? I don't know.
I don't know. It's just one. Like, doesn't there have to be 3 of them for it to mean anything?
I don't know. Would 6 of them mean even more things?
I
don't know the origin behind why 6 is an evil number.
I don't either. I think it has something to do with the Bible. I'm not sure.
So many things have something to do with the Bible.
But it starts from 6 and it counts down to 1 and then it records. And it's just a weird, like, can't you just start from 5 or 10?
Or 10, yeah. Either of those two options. Either of those two socially acceptable options.
This company that we used to record the podcast who deliberately chose 6, and I demand to know why.
I bet they have a really excellent reason too. It's like a heartfelt.
I know. It's like their firstborn child was born on the 6th day of like this month, and like it's just.
And then they made a career via podcasting, and the first time they ever did it,
and like they're trying to like feed their baby and accidentally hit 6 in the coding instead of 5, and like it just reminds them of their child every time they. You know, I'm sure this narrative is true.
I'm sure it's wonderful. I'm sure
this
it's a delightful story.
Oh no, your face is on not on my mic.
How dare you? You're just letting me fade away out of existence?
Let's be honest. Like, sometimes I'm doing like voice podcast things for other places that would be really weird as to why I have like just a...
And you remove my face?
I do, yeah. I take your face off.
I am an adorable talking point. It's just a fun point of conversation.
Be like, why do you have this Asian lady smiling on the back of your mic? And I'd be like, well, long story. And then I'd have to get into the whole thing on how there are still faces of Judy around my apartment.
Everywhere. All over Arizona.
Yeah. And so it's just a conversation I'm not ready to have with anybody yet.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You're right.
So I remove your face. I usually have it on before, like, I probably shouldn't have said anything. You wouldn't have noticed.
I know. I feel like really gypped out of the situation. Like, you know, like you're taking your wedding ring off at the gym or something.
Yeah.
It feels
taking
very upsetting.
My Judy face off on other podcasts.
He's got another Japanese girl that he podcasts with.
Yeah, I put her on there instead.
Like a tiny Japanese girl, and all they do is open rements together.
Speaking of rements, you've been finding some interesting ones. Like I saw you post like a bench or something.
Yes, so it was so cool. It's I don't have it with me right now. It is a conference table and conference chair set, which is so obscure.
Yeah.
And it's the exact scale of rements. And I went, when you buy rements at a store, they're like $15 a box, which that's, you know, it's expensive, but it's the standard price for rements. But the way rements work is if you buy an entire case and it's a sealed case, you're guaranteed no duplicates. It's a full set.
Yeah.
And so if I'm going to buy the full case, most of the stores that I go to physically in person don't have a guaranteed full case anyway. And if you buy a full case directly from like a distributor or someone in Japan, then it ends up being like $10 a box if you know you want the full set.
Oh, okay.
So I was on this Japanese website purchasing a couple of cases of the rements that I wanted, and they were like, you know, they have these little suggestions, but it's all in Japanese. And so like the suggestion is like Japanese, this picture of like a conference desk. And I'm like, why the fuck would, and then like I, you know, slightly Google translate it, and it's like perfect scale for rement sets. And I'm like, yes, but why would I want to put my rement set on like a miniature like conference chair situation?
Yeah.
And So then I did some research on it, and a bunch of people display their remints there because the Japanese work so hard that they work like, I don't know, 14, 15-hour days, and their entire life is in the office. And the office provides like a masseuse, an on-site gym. Like they can basically live their whole life at the office.
Sounds so sad. I mean,
it
but
is very
they
sad.
like it, I guess. I guess they're all for it, but
I don't think they like it. I think that's just the culture that they've grown up in.
Isn't there some kind of like, what is it? 996 work schedule or something that they do? Like,
yeah, it's
like
it is
9
dramatic.
hours a day, 6 days a week, or something like that.
Mm-hmm. And actually it's more than that. Like off the books, and they're expected, and they even have like these little, like, they're not bunk beds, it's like a bunk bed with like, I don't know, 5 levels up, like these little like walls filled with beds that you could like go and take like a power nap in before you head back to work. Anyway, so a bunch of people display it on these like conference office type furniture things because that's what's realistic for them. And I was like, oh, I need to own this. And I also got it because it's a model kit, and husband's been really into Gundam models lately.
Oh, I saw you got a ramen model kit.
Yes, it's actually really cool. That one is here at the table.
That one looks cool.
It is so cool. It's like 1-to-1 scale. It's exactly the correct scale, and it comes with stickers for this part where like the nutrition label is.
Yeah.
But it's also, I don't know what, like sunken in. It's like engraved in, but you would put the sticker over it. My husband's like, I'm not going to put the sticker over it. I'm going to panel line each of these individual words. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, are you kidding me right now?
So he has yet to do that?
It's in the queue of items to be panel lined.
Oh, okay. There's a queue now.
There's a queue, yeah. So I got the conference desk set because it was a model set, and I was like, oh, cool. Like while you're Gundamming, I will, also build a model set next to you. So it's like we're doing like a couple activity together. But it backfired in my face so hard because he was like, you are not even like using clippers to clip those pieces out. And I was like, yeah, it says you could just snap them out. And he's like, no, like let's get these special clippers for you. And I was like, fine. So then I clipped it. And then I was like, putting the little pieces together, and he's like, you did not sand the edges before you put them together. And I'm like, bro, I'm not going to sand the edges of this like $12 model kit for like a fucking conference desk. And he's like, and then he like brings out like a rainbow assortment of like different sanders. There's like one that's made out of glass and one that's like different grains or whatever. And he's like, let's see which one is correct for this kind of plastic. Let me see what kind of number plastic is it. I'm like, this is like a 5-minute activity that you've dragged along for like 2 hours now. And like, I am not that picky about my shit. So I did not get to build my conference desk. I tried to, and then husband, took it from me because he was very displeased with the level of skill I was showcasing. It was really cool though. Yeah. I really like quirky like sets like that.
That's a really random like. And the fact that they make you like piece together the sections of ramen, like it could have just been like one clump of, plastic.
Yeah. And it's layer on layer on layer. And then the individual shrimps have like texture stickers that you have to use like a silicone pusher to push the texture into each piece.
Jeez.
It's like so cool.
That's intense.
I'm a big fan. And I'm a big fan of ramen, which I haven't been able to eat in a long time, but it's one of my favorite foods. So
it's pretty good dry ramen. Just eat it dry without any water.
Like a cracker.
Yeah.
Delightful.
Uh-huh. I think that, that's a good thing. I always used to like taking like 2 like flavor packs and put it into one ramen.
Oh my God, that's like sodium death.
Oh, I know. It's so good.
Your fingers get all fat because you're all sodium bloated.
So good. Oh my God.
Even
ramen.
with the one, I'm like, my mom, she's such a health nut, right? And she makes everything from scratch. And even when she does process foods, which she occasionally does, she does it in such a like anal healthy way that it's impossible to, I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Like she waits for the water to boil in a pot. So she doesn't even pour boiling water into the styrofoam cup for the ramen. She waits for like water in a pot to boil, and then she shoves the ramen in really quick and takes it out like after like 5 seconds or something. It's not even cooked, but what that does is it washes off the outer layer of like sodium and like processing, and then she takes that dirty water and she gets rid of it, and then she boils another thing of water and then boils it again to get the second layer of oil off, and then rinses it in cold drinking water, and then boils new soup to add. I'm like, what the hell is the point of instant noodles, Mom?
That's intense.
Yeah.
It's not very
instant. She takes out like a lot of the sodium content.
But when she could probably, let's be real, just make those noodles herself quicker.
She could, absolutely. And probably better tasting, I'm guessing. But she's got like a nostalgic, everyone's got a nostalgic thing with instant noodles. So,
but the nostalgic part of it is that they're instant.
Yeah.
And you can eat them fast.
And like you can make the healthy noodles taste like that. Just add a bunch of fucking chicken bouillon. You'll be fine.
Ooh. Like cop car in the background or something.
Are the popos on your tint?
And I don't know what that means, but they might be. Yeah.
My husband, he illegally tints all of our cars to like pass the legal shade of tint. And every time a police officer walks by, he's like, "Popo's on my tint." And I'm like, "Bro, they do not care about your tint." But also stop putting it at an illegal shade for all our cars. Like if I try to back up my car at night, I cannot see through the back. It is so black.
That's funny.
Which is dangerous for me already being such a shitty driver. So how has your week been?
Normal, I guess. A little busy, a little normal. Yeah.
A little busy, fun busy?
I mean, I guess. I suppose so. Fun busy.
Like work busy?
Yeah,
family busy?
Just work busy, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just doing the things, the normal work things.
Oh yeah, you've posted a bajillion different dolls this week.
Oh my god, there's so many. There's a lot. Like,
do you have space for all of them?
No. We're figuring that out. Yeah, no, I don't know. There's just like a lot of stuff coming out lately. I still have 4 more that I need to open and shoot. And then there's a box of another undisclosed amount of dolls coming, which I don't know how many they're going to be in there, but they're there. And then I got sent this like, yeah, it's not in here. It's just this like box of those LOL minis. The little,
the Polly Pocket type
yeah
balls. Yeah, okay.
But they're not the families, they're the minis. Since I haven't opened the minis yet, I've already opened the families, so they sent just the minis, and it's like in this like little box, this little like press kit box that has like all these other mini things in it. Like it has mini M&Ms and like a mini succulent plant and like like real people ones, not like toy ones.
So cute, yeah.
So they sent it with like other mini things in it to like go along with the theme of mini. So I haven't opened that yet, so I have no idea what's actually in that box.
I like it.
It could be
fun.
Yeah, I've actually peeked in there, but it's okay. And then there's these mermaid dolls that are coming out called Mermaids from MGA, and they bother me because they can't sit up.
Oh,
like wait. I get that they're mermaids, right? But like they can't sit on their butt and then have their back at like a 90 degrees,
So how do you display them?
Well, they can stand on their tail. Their tail, like...
Oh, like their tail goes to the 90-degree thing.
Yeah, and they can stand on their tail. But, like, that's a little awkward, right? Like, or you can, like, lay them on their side and have them all, like, mermaidy,
Interesting.
But, like, they just can't do the basic... I mean, I could go get one. That's what I could talk about. Here. Entertain people.
Oh, yes, I will. Okay, so today I'm going to be opening... LOL Surprise All-Star Sports. These are the Series 6. I cannot believe that they've had so many series of All-Star Sports. And my My understanding of this series is that series 6 is all basketball themed. And some of the sports were like baseball. Some of the series were like baseball themed. I saw what looked like some hockey type things. And then there was like a cheerleading one. And then there was maybe one that was like an assortment of random sports. I'm not I don't play organized sports, so I was not drawn to them at all. I noticed this series because one of the dolls in this series has, I'm going to totally butcher it, has vitiligo. So it's the first LOL doll that has this this skin thing, which is, I'm pretty sure it's called vitiligo. And I saw it and I was like, oh, that's so cool. I definitely want to support that. So I wanted to try to get my hands on that doll. And then as I was researching it to try to figure out if there was a code hack or a weight hack or something so I could get my hands on just that doll, I realized Maggie actually posted that there's this tiny little Tykes basketball thing in it. Cute. And I was like, yeah, it's adorable. And I was like, oh, I have to get my hands on all the ones that have that. And because it's such a huge accessory, if you shake the ball, it's not supposed to make any noise. And then it's all supposed to be like, it's supposed to be heavier than the rest. So I was like, it's got to be really easy to get my hands on this. And husband was really down because there's 2 teams on this one. There's 2 different color balls. There's a blue ball and a pink ball. And I didn't know this before I bought them, but it's because they're separated into 2 different teams. So the top row of the checklist is the courtside cuties team, all in the blue balls, I'm assuming. And the bottom row in the pink balls are the diamond dribblers. Yeah. But husband was like okay with the amount of money I was spending on these LOL balls because the courtside dribblers are purple and gold, and then that one over there is number 24, and it's obviously like the Los Angeles Lakers and Kobe Bryant, which husband is a huge fan of. I don't know what the hell like this is spoofing on the top row. Like I don't know who's gold and white and pink. I also don't recognize any of the numbers, like 91 and 17, and I'm not a really big basketball person. There is a 23.
Is it red and black?
The skin
is
lady
it red
that
and
I
black
really want.
colors?
No, it's pink and gold.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah, I don't like. It's cute. And I really wanted this one with vitiligo. I think that it's like a cool thing that they're doing, and I really want to own it. So I got a bunch of them, and that's what I'm hoping to get because it's been kind of a weird week for me. Again, always a weird week.
Is there a continuation of the Job Saga?
So I don't have a formal offer. Oh my God. Yeah. So I think the last time I had like almost failed the physical. And but that was the last thing. And I called them and I was like, hey, are we good to go? And they looked through their documents and they're like, I'm pretty sure we're good to go. Go ahead and put your notice in. And I was like, all right, cool. So I put my notice in. Yeah, that's what I didn't catch the pretty sure part. I was just excited. Like I heard good to go. And so I put my notice in. And when I put my notice in, like, the day I put my notice in, or that weekend, was such a shitty weekend. My dog, my husband's dog, it's his first pet ever. So he's very, very attached to this dog. I've had a million pets my entire life, and I also have a very cold heart. So I'm not one of those people who are like, my dog is a member of my family and I will spend endless amounts of money on it. Like I'm very terribly one of those people who are like, if the cost of medicine exceeds this dollar amount, you are as good as dead. Yeah. And so we had noticed that our dog wasn't pooping. And I was like, oh, he's probably just constipated. Let me take him to the vet. The vet's going to shove something up his butt. We're going to be good to go. So I took our dog to the vet. And when I got there, because husband was working, they ran some tests. They did an x-ray and they're like, he's not constipated. There's nothing in his butt. and they did a blood test, and they're like, your dog is severely anemic. Like he's got some kind of autoimmune disease where his blood is attacking himself.
Oh, wow.
And, just to run these tests to confirm whether or not it's anemia is going to be like $1,300. And then we would recommend like a blood transfusion, which is like $6,000. And even then, I can't guarantee you that it's going to fix itself. After that, we would suggest that like every 2 weeks you get, or every 2 days for 2 months, you get these blood results retested for $200 every 2 days. And I get that all I'm saying is like, fucking dollar amounts and horrible shit. And that's all I'm seeing because like I said, I'm a cold-hearted, terrible person. I don't see, the heart of a family that way. Like I'm calculating, I would do the same with a human, everybody. That's just the kind of person I am. And so like I just immediately calculated the total in my head, and I was like, I'm not going to do the blood transfusion if it's not a guarantee. Like you need to give me a real percentage. Like I do the blood transfusion and like 80% chance he survives, or I do the blood transfusion and we're like talking 50-50. And in the meantime, my husband's like texting me and he's like, hey, what's going on? And I don't want to tell him because he's got a soft heart and he's automatically going to be like, Watson's a member of the family and we will, like remortgage our house to save this guy. And I'm like, oh my God. And so the doctor has a bunch of questions that are like food related questions. And I'm not the one that normally feeds my dog. My parents are. So I call home.
Yeah.
And my dad is like, oh, you found out. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, oh, well, I thought you're calling because you found out your grandfather in Taiwan is hospitalized because he's in a diabetic coma. And I'm like, what? And so I'm in the waiting room at the emergency room at the vet's office. And then I'm on the phone with the emergency room in Taiwan to find out what's going on with my grandfather, who's like 104 years old. And I'm like, anything that hospitalizes him is the end. Like you're 104.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, my sister's kid like has to go to the hospital because they found some like blood. And so there's just a bunch of hospitalizations everywhere. And then I wasn't really paying attention because of that to my job situation. I was just like, they told me to put in notice. I put in the notice, and I'm sort of juggling everyone's bad mood, including mine. Like my grandfather is really, really, really important to me. And I'm like, losing him is like a terrible thing. And I haven't, he's still in the hospital right now.
Yeah.
And my husband it's like I said, it's his first pet and he is just fucking beside himself. And Watson is still alive also, like everyone. Now
Everybody's
there's just
still
more
alive.
things in limbo. Yes.
That's good.
But so in the middle of that, I'm sort of juggling everyone's doctor schedules and the COVID protocols. If I wanted to send my mom back to Taiwan to take a look at which is atrocious, by the way, like she would have to, at her own cost, stay in a special COVID hospital for like 14 days. And so I was like, that's fine, whatever. Like I'm juggling all of that. And then the job calls me and they're like, hey, like one specific portion of your physical wasn't administered. And I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, we asked for like these 18 things and they only did like 17 of them. So we're going to need you to go back and get that last thing done. And I was like, sure. Like, and this time I'll be smart. Like I'll show up well rested and like not whatever. Yeah. And so I go and they didn't tell me what it was. They were just like, it's an HPE test. And I didn't look that up, so I had no idea what it was. And I go in, and it's still fucking freezing in California. And so I go in to do this HPE test while I'm juggling a bunch of like emotional shit. And the guy is like, did you want to change? And I'm like, change out of the clothes I'm wearing now? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, no, I really don't want to change. Like, what the hell are we doing? And he's like, this is the fitness aptitude test. You're going to be like lifting boxes with 75 pounds in them and putting them on high shelves. And then we're going to get you on the Stairmaster to do the Stairmaster for like 7 minutes at varying speeds. And then we want to do like the push-ups and the pull-ups and the sit-ups. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Why would this be required for a desk job?
They have to know if you can,
Yeah. There was one time, like at one point they had me like lie down on the floor and put my hands and like legs up in the air, like on my stomach, like Superman. Like I'm suddenly Superman. They're like, we have to like gauge how long you can hold this position. And I'm like, what the balls? I'm young. I can hold this position for a long time. You don't just have like a 2-minute cutoff or something to be like, oh, she passed. Like, you're just gonna like you'll let me do this for 20 minutes if I can. It was weird, and it was like exhausting.
That sucks.
Yeah. And then my husband is Mervin, he's so easygoing and like really chill, and he forgets things a lot. So while all of this was going on, in the few like moments that I was able to pull to like be alone and have a moment to myself to breathe, I would watch like really sad episodes of shows that I like Gilmore Girls or like the sad parts of Harry Potter. And he's like, he couldn't understand. He was like, why are you spending like your time being sad? And I'm like, well, it's a sad I can process. Like, I know how the end of these stories go, and I can't like, I'm sad right now, so I can't just go to a fucking happy place. And so like, I'd rather be a sad that I can control than a sad that I can process. And then we sort of had like a mini thing about it, because he was like, I mean, I'd rather you not be sad at all. Like, I'd rather you just like, if you've got this spare time, why don't you just watch like a comedy? And I'm like, I'm just like not in the headspace to watch a comedy. Like right now I'm sad. So I just rather, be in a comfortable sad that I'm familiar with and I know how to deal with. And he couldn't, he had a really hard time understanding that. And he's like, I want to be here for you. I want to help make you happy, but I don't know how to do that. And I'm like, I don't want to be happy right now. Even if I could be happy right now, like, these are all very important things that deserve my sadness. Like, my grandpa being ill is something that deserves my sadness. He is a big man. He's a big part of my life. I love him so much. If something bad is happening to him, he deserves for me to be sad about it. And he just had we just had no connection this week.
Happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does, it's weird because, couples always end up being some kind of opposite. It's weird that me and husband are this kind of opposite. Like, he's just like polarly optimistic and I'm like very, very pessimistic.
Yeah. I mean, but it's a balance,
It is. It's a nice balance. For he couldn't, even for the toy that I'm opening today, he could not understand why it was so important for me to buy this toy. He's like, they would not know that you purchased that toy because it's blind. It's not like you buy an Asian Barbie and their statistics would show Asian Barbie sell and help Asian people or whatever. Yeah. There's no way they would know that you were going for that or that you were supporting this particular skin disease. And I'm like, the fact that this series sells at all means that someone is interested in this particular skin disease and supporting diversity and inclusion and whatever. Just supporting this series does that.
Yeah, but does it though? I mean, I know morally it supports it, but are they giving back in any way, or?
I don't think they are, probably but not. I think the idea is that kids having a toy that looks like them yeah. is in I mean, it's not enough, but it's really important to me, and I would hope that the kids that have this look at this and realize it's beautiful and they're beautiful and everything's fine. So I think it's just, it's been a weird week, but a fun week for toys.
I mean, when all else fails.
Just a bunch of toys. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of I didn't have, it's not, there weren't a lot of things that I'm personally there's nothing to be upset about yet. I get my grandfather's in the hospital, but he may or may not pull through. We don't know. And our dog is stable for now. And we don't know what's going on. And my job is whatever. So there's just no reason to be happy or sad yet for anything. And I'm just sort of in this weird limbo space still, again, for so long. I can't, my heart can't take this.
Yeah. So you're just buy more things.
Yeah, and so I went and bought all of them. And then when I first bought them, I was specifically just looking for ones that don't make any noise and that are really heavy because I really wanted the basketball hoop.
Yeah.
But then I was like, how am I going to look for this girl with this skin thing? And I'm assuming that she's super light because it doesn't look like her accessory is important. So then I just got a bunch of them that are all different weights.
At least you weighed them.
I didn't. I'm sorry.
You
I
didn't
did not
weigh them.
There was not a scale at that Target for me to open.
Oh.
I did like a rudimentary like ruler with two things to see like
super accurate.
It was horrible.
So accurate.
But I saw, this is Hops, who I saw in the picture with this, and I was like, I don't want that weird backpack thing. Like, who the fuck cares about that?
Yeah.
And then I got it, and I realized that it's not a backpack. It's a mascot head.
That's cool.
For her to be a mascot, which is so cool. And also, shit marketing, LOL. Like, what the hell?
But what's up with like all these doll companies making little dolls that are furries?
I don't understand it either.
I mean, I get that's a mascot.
And do you know what's holding her head in?
What?
It's this piece that goes into her mouth like a pacifier. That's you shove it in her mouth, and that's what's holding the mascot head. So there's no back to the head? There's a back, but nothing is holding it in place and keeping it from moving except for this mouthpiece that you shove into her mouth like a pacifier.
Weird.
It is so cute.
These are the mermaids I was talking about.
Ooh. Oh, that hair.
Yeah, she's got really long flowy hair. They have these creepy like looking eyes. They're like really realistic, but also kind of dead. Like their eyes, like, because they just have this
glazed over
dead stare, you know. And they all have these like really like straight like blue steel faces, like.
Oh wow.
You know, but they can't like. Okay, so like I would be like, sit this down and then crunch it up. That's as far as she can go up, right?
Wait, I'm sorry. Is her tail like permanent? She cannot transfer to having legs.
No. It's a mermaid only. So she can get like this kind of pose going on to where, you know, they're like sitting sideways.
Like, does her torso move so that she could pose
So
sideways?
she has movement right here. And then she has movement right. You can see the little joint right there. She's got movement on the upper half too. So she can like crunch like sideways and stuff. But they can't. I just find it weird that they can't sit like 90 degrees, you know, like a normal sitting position.
That is really
confusing.
And
then you can bend their tail this way and they can stand up like that. Like on their tail, which is not normal, right? Like
that's really odd.
Yeah, so there's that one. And then there's...
I think the Baby Born Surprise mini babies do that. Oh, wow, that one is so cool.
She's like really sporty. It says like swim team on her shirt.
I love it.
But yeah, there's no articulation through her legs at all. Like it doesn't bend there. It's just plastic. And then they all are color changing too. So like...
And are they
like
sealed to be waterproof?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah, and then there's this. This would probably be your worst nightmare on this doll.
Because there's so much hair.
Because she has a bow made out of her hair.
God.
It's made out of her hair.
Oh, it's not just like an attachment?
No. This is her actual like rooted hair that's fucking somehow tied into this bow.
No, hell no. Jesus, no.
Like I'm so terrified of this area of her head right now because like if this messes up, what am I gonna do? Like, I'm screwed. Like I'm never gonna ever in a million. My life could depend on me fixing this bow, and somebody would murder me. Oh my God. Like how? It's so like perfect, and I'm just like I'll never do that. Like I'll never be able to do that. But
a kid is gonna fuck that shit up in like 2 seconds.
Oh yeah, the second it comes out of the box, it's dead. It's done. Like it is sleeping with the fishes.
Good Lord.
Yeah, but yeah, these are. I
like that sporty one.
These don't. I think these come out in April, maybe.
Ooh,
something like that. Yeah, and they have nice clothes.
Layering of hair.
Yeah, she's got like very
different hair lengths or like
micro braids going on. Well, her different hair lengths is because of these buns. At the top, they're made from her hair. So, like, again, these I feel more confident in because they're, like, wrapped a little more securely than the bow.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's why the length is different back there because they're making those little buns out of...
Interesting.
out of her.
Do they come with accessories, or like is the box a playset?
No playset. So this one comes with this little purse, and it says Chanel. It says her name on it, like a little perfume
like
bottle.
Like a Chanel number 5.
Yeah. That's her purse. And then the sporty one. Sporty one comes with these pink sunglasses. Let me put them on her face if I can. Come on.
Do they have a little divot to put them on, like the LOL tots?
No, they have ears that, normal ways that humans put on glasses. With ears. So she has these sunglasses, and then she has this little purse, which is like, I don't know what fashion this is trying to be, but it pops out this little ball. It's kind of like an oyster or a beach ball, and then you can open up the,
Interesting.
And then it pops in there like that. I'm sure this is modeled after some fashion bag. I don't know.
Right.
That's how they are, though. They usually do that. Yeah, so this is, I like her better for sure than the other one.
She is so cool.
I'm just terrified of that bow. But I just think it's weird that they can't, like, sit up, like, all the way. Like, because it would make sense, right? If you could sit up a mermaid on her butt and, like, have her, worst case scenario, at least like make me able to bend this knee right here. Like, there's no legs. They're forever mermaids. There's no transforming aspect to them. So, yeah, they're just always mermaids.
That waist looks teeny tiny.
They do have real eyelashes, which is nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they have real eyelashes. Like I said, their eyes are pretty good quality. Like, it's good quality stuff. I think they're going to be like $32.
Very cool.
So, yeah, those are the mermaids from MGA. I just noticed that her hair is kind of done like a seashell.
Oh.
Like the way that it's, you know what I mean? Like the way that it's like spun up, I guess. Kind of looks
the details.
Yeah. That's cute.
That is cute.
But yeah, a lot of people are kind of not liking the fact that they can't really sit up or stand. Like, I can get her to stand, like I said, if I bend her tail and like she'll just stand like that,
Still confusing.
It's weird. And they all, like I said, their tails all do like color changing stuff also. So that's another thing. You can wet their tails with cold water and they'll do like color change.
Just the fin or the entire like mermaid tail?
This one, the entire tail changes blue. But this one, only the fin seems to change. And like, I did a video on this and people were like, well, you're supposed to use hot water to change her upper part of her tail. But I'm like, but the cold water changes the lower part. So that doesn't make sense. I'm like, the directions say use cold water. And I'm like, so no. Also, they're not going to make a little kid use like hot water to...
Every time there's a hot water color changing thing, I'm so confused by it because I'm like, why would you give your kid like a tub of hot water? No. But also they wouldn't do like one part hot water, one part cold water. Like So I don't think that any of this really does anything. Some people were like, well, it's supposed to change to like a gray, but I'm like, it's already kind of like a gray black. And so I don't think so. That's like so light.
Yeah. So,
a color change should be like a shocking, like, look.
Well, this one, the tail on the bottom of her tail changes like pink. Like, so it goes from like this like pearly white to like a pretty vibrant pink. But yeah, I don't. The worst thing about these is that how they're packaged. So in the box, they're like diagonal like this,
Okay.
And the box has this cutout. It's hard to explain unless you see the video that I did. But it has this cutout to where their tail, like from like right here down, is sticking out of the box. Like,
because touching the tail is a selling point?
So the box is a square, right?
Okay.
And in this square, there is a diagonal cutout, like on, you know what I mean? Like where the tail, so you can feel the tail. But I'm like, if that's going to be in the stores, you know how many broken tails are going to be? Right?
Yeah, that's so...
Like, because you can actively, like, move this if it's in the box. And, like, I'm pretty sure... I'm not going to try, but it doesn't look like this is very hard to snap off.
Okay.
And so I see many of mermaids with missing fins. hitting stores or being in
I
stores.
wonder why grabbing that tail would be an enticing selling point.
I mean, okay, from a design perspective, the box looks cool, right? And that's probably what they were thinking versus little kids are going to be grabbing this all over the place.
Oh, okay.
And also, I guess, technically, well, I wouldn't even be worried about the little kids, to be honest. But I'm thinking, like, well, they're probably going to put these dolls at, like, adult eye level, right? Like, where, like, most of the popular stuff is at your eye level. And kids can't grab up there. But teens are assholes, and they're going to break those.
Yes, they really are. Teens are such assholes.
So, like, you don't even have to worry about the children. It's the teens that are the ones that are going to, like, ruin, this whole thing.
They are really savage.
And so, yeah, I mean, I think they're cool. It's just the sitting thing is weird, I think, that they can't, like, sit normally.
Yeah, because that is an odd.
But they're cool looking. Like, they look nice. And I think that $30 or $32 isn't, like, a terrible price.
That's true.
So,
I mean,
I don't know.
quality,
We'll see.
and they're unique.
There's 5 of them in total in the series. There's 5 total mermaids. I don't know. I don't see them latching on as well as, OMGs or Rainbow High did.
Who knows what sells in this market? Some of the weird things that fucking are popular. I'm just like, what the balls?
Well, and then there's like they have Mermaid High, which is made by Spin Masters. And Mermaid High has fabric tails that you can then pull off to reveal legs. And that was a way cooler idea.
That is a way cooler idea.
But nobody's buying those. They're like clearanced out. Like nobody wants them. They're all right, but they're not great. Like they were like $26. They're kind of expensive for what you got, in comparison to other things. So I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
Let us hope that it does well.
Yes.
I want good things for toy companies.
Exactly. Yeah. So you're opening another sports ball.
This is the lightest one out of all of the ones I grabbed. So I'm hoping that this is B-Ball Baby, which is our girl with vitiligo. I hate how they put the sticker in this random second layer. Like you could get it lost so quickly, but then I also don't give two craps about a sticker. So I guess, who cares? But it's a video game controller and a clock thingy. So it's game time. Haha, look at you.
They reuse all of those same things for like every series.
Are you a basketball fan?
No. I mean, I'm not a fan. I just don't care.
Yeah, I'm not a fan at all, but I do own a bunch of Los Angeles Clippers things because my husband is a big Lakers fan, and so I trolled him by suddenly overnight becoming a giant Clippers fan. So I own like jerseys, and we've gone to playoff games for the Clippers. Okay, so this is this is a different color ball. I thought there were only 2 colored balls.
No, there's usually
This
like 3 or 4.
Is the rose gold. And then here is the gold with the purple.
There's probably one more ball color.
Seriously?
How many tots are there? 12?
There are 12, yes.
Yeah, so there's 4 ball colors, 3 tots in each ball color.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
usually.
So
or, I mean, it could be 4 tots in each
design.
ball color, too, but if they
Dude, it's a different design and everything. Okay, so the inside of this is a bubble bath. And there's a layer where the bubble bath ends. That's the faucet. And then there's a little rubber ducky that's floating in this bubble bath. This basketball bubble bath. Okay. And then I don't know who I got. So let's see. I'm just going to open this one up first to find out who I got. Because that's the most important part. And the packaging is so cute. The design is a basketball court outline with like little X's and arrows for, I don't know, figuring out what you're going to do basketball wise. Love when they give me something that doesn't have a head. All right, so
head.
It's got the head is separated from the rest of the body.
Yeah, that is always weird.
Yeah, what's the weird choice? Okay, so this is Grunge Girl. Yay! And I don't even know what Grunge Girl's accessories are because I did not really care about Grunge Girl all that much. Grunge Girl is number 91, little glitter bottle. And then we have...
Are these just glitterized versions of other dolls with sports balls?
I think they are.
Okay.
At least one of the ones that I got, I recognize. It's the Great Baby, and they gave her the same name. So it's like the Great Gatsby themed one.
Yeah.
She's got, oh, these are not shoes. They're little armbands. They're glittery armbands. How cute. Oh my gosh. I should not put that on first. I should put her clothes on. I hate the glitter ones because taking the clothes on and off is going to ruin the glitter.
Yeah.
She's got a 2-piece outfit, a little tank top, and then some little shorts that I don't think are meant to be booty shorts, but they end up being booty shorts on an LOL. Yeah, I hate these glitter type things. Wait, is the zipper in the front or in the back? They put the left and the right on the shoes, and they never tell you like which side of the bottoms go on the butt. And it's not super apparent, guys.
Well, usually there's like a pocket on like the back, or you know, like that's what I look for. Is like if there's if there's like a pocket, like a back pocket, that's obviously a back pocket.
I wonder what famous basketball player is number 91.
I don't know.
Because this does not look... Ugh, I hate getting these clothes on. Okay, so number 91's outfit is on. And I guess we could put her armbands on now because they're so cute.
Yeah, I think it's like... Because they've done like many runs of these sports themed ones.
Yeah, this is series 6.
Yeah, and so, but do they do a different sport every time? This is basketball, clearly.
Yes,
and
my understanding is
I know they've done soccer last time, I think, maybe.
They did baseball one, and then there was one that was entirely cheerleaders, which
that was part of that
super
series.
Interested in.
Okay.
Oh, is it?
I don't know. I didn't know if it was or not.
I thought that it was one that all by itself was cheerleaders.
Yeah, no. I know they had that. I didn't know if it was part of this series or not. I wasn't.
It's not part of this series.
Oh, okay.
But the cheerleader... No, I'm sorry. It is part of the sports series, but not series 6, which is what I have.
Oh, yeah.
The cheerleader one was really annoying. I didn't collect them, but the cheerleader one was really annoying for the people who were collecting them because you would get 2 pom-poms.
Yeah.
And they would have letters on them. And if you collected all of them, then the pom-poms would read LOL surprise.
Oh, lame. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, but you had to collect a lot of them.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Yeah, it's so many pom-poms. Okay. I wonder if all the sports series come in 2 teams like this one did.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Yep.
And so then you could pick the color ball would indicate what team you're buying.
Yeah, you can you see the color from the outside?
So you can't see the color from the outside, but these balls are available for sale in 2 different colors, pink packaging and blue packaging.
Yeah, then definitely that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's how you distinguish the teams. And then the colored balls on the inside distinguish which tot you get. That's why I think there's probably 4 different colored balls because there's 2 different colors for each team. Do you have 2 colors for the same team over there?
You have
3 now, right?
3 now, and there's 2 for, one team so far.
Yeah, so there's going to be 2 for the other team. Yeah, so there's one more colored basketball.
Here's this cutie, which, honestly, who cares? We did not get the item we want, so we're just going to plow on forward.
Oh, to the next one?
I do I'm just going to keep plowing until I get this girl.
How many do you have?
An embarrassing amount. It's been a very stressful
More
week.
than 5?
7. I have 7.
That's not that bad. I mean, really.
What's bad for you? Have you done a whole case?
I did a whole case of... The only whole case that I did was the Dance 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 ones.
And that was in an untouched case?
Yeah.
Does an untouched case guarantee you every one?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, an untouched case will give you all of them plus like well, depending on the case size, like I think that depends on the series size, you know, but I think that like some of them will be like you'll get like a couple of dupes. But you'll get the whole set anyway.
Okay. Was that your favorite of the tots?
Oh, I don't know. I just was going too hard on
just
things.
trying to
I just bought it. I went to a Walmart and they had everything, so I bought like all of them.
But you also, I mean, I would assume that you got every single reference because LOLs always do some kind of reference to something, but you're a music person, so that is a series that you would understand all of the references to.
No, not really, because I don't think I didn't. No, I was just having fun.
Just gonna see who this is. I have no idea, so I'm just gonna open the card, and if it's not, we're moving on. Oh, it's Hoops. I actually do want to open this because she has a little Tykes thing.
Okay. Another one? Is it the same one or a different one?
Each team has one little Tykes hoop.
Oh, okay.
And so she is the orange hoop. So
nice.
I guess I'm happy to open that one. Still.
I suppose so.
I suppose this one's okay. Oh my god, I missed the sticker. Damn it, it's so easy to miss that.
Yeah.
I don't think I got one.
You did.
Oh, I did. It's game time again.
Oh, again, the same one.
The stickers don't, they're just random, right? They don't indicate anything.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're just random. I mean, well, it depends, right? Like, because I think that there are some where they, like some series where they do indicate stuff.
Where they were like a...
Like if it says
like clues.
It's game time, then you have like the gamer tot. You know what I mean? Like
right.
Yeah, I think all these are game time because they're all sports.
Yeah. Okay, so she's got a little I don't know, terry cloth thing that you put on your head to collect sweat.
Sweatband.
A sweatband. There you go. Not just a pretty face, Dominic. While I'm opening this and putting this together,
she has
you
like
tell me things.
She has like a band that you use to gather sweat from on your head.
Yes.
Oh, like a sweatband.
Head thing. Yes, like a thing for a head things.
Yeah. So other things. I still have to open some Rainbow High Junior High dolls, which are like the smaller. They're like shorter than the regular Rainbow High dolls.
Okay.
And I still have 4 of those. I
don't think I've ever seen those.
They're just coming out like right now.
Okay.
And so they're like smaller versions of like the first like 6 Rainbow High dolls, which they've done way too many versions of the first 6 girls, like series 1. So there's series 1, which are the regular ones. Then there are the cheerleader ones, which are cheerleaders of the regular ones. Then they have winter break, which are them dressed in like winter versions of clothes. Now they have junior high for the same 6 girls. Meanwhile, they're on series, they're going to be releasing series 4. So like they have other dolls they could make different versions of. They just choose not to. I don't know why they keep making the same 6 dolls.
It is confusing.
For like these variants, you know.
I don't know what they're called for basketball shoes, but these are like the really high toppy ones.
High tops?
They're so cute. Don't those only like refer to Converse?
No, like
really?
High tops are like just a regular shoe term in general. I don't know what these high toppy shoes are called.
The tops that are really high. Okay,
Yeah.
so she does not have a special number. She is number 00. It says baby 00 on her tank top or jersey top. And then it says 00 on her sports bottle that looks like a little Gatorade bottle. I really do enjoy the little puns that they put around here. And the little spoofs of things. It's why I like the poopsies so much. I didn't like the poops, but I really like the bottles.
Oh, yeah.
That were all spoofs of something.
Yeah, like the different soda brands or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those were so much fun.
Yeah, I don't think those are ever coming back.
Really?
I don't know. I mean,
I guess the kids are not super. Slime was like really big for a long ass time.
Yeah, it's not now.
And it's really outlived its potential now.
I mean, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
MGA did so many slime things.
So many slime things. They made a good amount of money on slime.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no way to fit this headband thing on without like really fucking up the doll.
Well, you could get you just take it off and get husband to like paint a headband on it.
To panel-line the headband.
Panel-line the headband into her hair.
Okay, so that's the best I can do for the headband.
Works.
Which
looks like it looks like it what it's supposed to be.
And now for the basketball hoop.
Your favorite part. The only part really you cared about.
I went out to on Thursdays, my husband plays basketball with his family.
Yeah.
And just a bunch of like other people that they know, and they go and they street ball together, and they all think they're really cool ballers. And one of his brothers played on the varsity team in high school.
Yeah.
And he also, because of that, his technique is better than everyone else's because he's formally trained, you know? And I was saying, like, if you taught me how to play basketball, how long before I can play with you guys? And he was like, oh, Judy, if you just give me like a month and a half, I'll have you better than all of these guys out on the court. And I was like, shut the fuck up. That would be amazing. Okay, look how cute this one. Here's the pink one that comes with hoops. And here's the purple one that came with the great baby.
Oh, that's
I don't know
cute.
which one I like better. Yeah, they're adorable.
I think the pink one's better, probably.
Yeah, because I like it because it's the orange is closer to the real thing.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go with her cute little bottle. And that's fine. And then she's got a little basketball. And we are moving on. Because we want to find this girl with skin disease.
All right, pick another good one. You got to pick
right.
something decent.
A light one?
What else does she have in... You need a scale, Judy.
I don't know what her first of all, even if I had a scale, nobody has listed online a weight hack for this series.
Yeah.
It's series 6, and I'm pretty sure everyone's over like the sports series.
Well, no, but like you could differentiate the weights between the other ones, right? Like if you let me ask you this. If you get the one that you wanted, are you just going to return the rest of them?
Yes.
You're just going to open until you get the one you want, and then...
Yes, yeah. Absolutely. All right, so there's a number 1.
It's going to be the last one that you open.
Fan. I know. Isn't that just how it goes?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like that heartbreaking time you got that case of the dinosaurs, and I was like feeling so good. I was like, this guy is making my entire day. And as we're getting closer and closer and there's like fewer and fewer balls, I'm like, how am I going to hide my disappointment for this nice person who did this nice thing to me as I'm on the verge of tears?
All those freaking all those same like vehicles that we were getting,
the dinosaurs,
and you just wanted the Bronchiosaurus that had the bear trap.
Yes, it was my heart. I don't even know. It was very not good.
Those were, I don't even know why I thought those were so cool. I mean, there were a couple cool ones, like the dominatrix pterodactyl and like the bear trap Bronchiosaurus, but like
this is another mascot, so I'm moving on.
A different mascot?
No, it's the same mascot. It's the bunny, the giant bunny head.
Damn.
Now we're moving on.
That was at least you figured it out early on.
You think there's only 2 of every color?
2? What do you mean?
Because I've already opened 2 of this color.
Yeah.
And you think there's only 2 of every color?
No, I think there are... Wait, no, there should be 3 girls in each color.
Okay, all right, because I've opened that color again.
So it's going to be I don't know which girls are in that color, but
there's 3 possibilities.
I mean, I think so. That would make sense to me that there were 4 different colored balls and there are 12 tots, so there's 3 different tots in each ball.
Okay.
That's
All right.
That's usually the case with MGA.
I cannot believe nobody has done the work for me to like do the hacks and whatever on this. You can find them on almost every LOL. But then this is series 6. Like I said, I think most people are just bloody sick of this.
Yeah. I mean, there's only so many sports themed things.
Sports has to be, it's got to sell for them if they keep making it. Like this is series 6 for them.
I guess. I mean.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Is it another mascot?
It's another basketball hoop.
Oh, really?
What?
Is it in the same color ball as the original basketball hoop?
It is in the same color ball,
yeah.
Yes.
So there's only one now out of that color ball that you don't have.
This is so upsetting. Uh-oh.
Did you pull from one case?
No, I wasn't able to.
Oh, okay. So these are from different cases. That would...
Yes.
Yeah. So you're just really going blindly into this whole thing.
I know. I really wanted her though. All right. Should I open one of the other ones just for fun?
Well, you have what, 5 more left?
Well, no, because they're for sure not going to be her. They're the pink color.
Oh, they're not? Oh.
Yeah. Ugh.
Damn.
Whatever. I got some girls that I like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You did all right.
That's okay. I did do all right, didn't I?
Yeah.
I still think these two are so adorable.
With the little hoops. I love how you just like the hoops. You're like, not even talking about the dolls. You're like, I think these hoops are so adorable.
No, look at how cute their tiny basketballs are. Like, it's so cute. Don't you just like the hoops? Just like itty bitty hoops.
I'm going to see you posting on your story, like to like sell or trade, and it's just going to be the dolls without the hoops.
Yeah. I am. I'm going to be like, for
included.
sale, anybody. And now I've got an extra mascot and an extra hoop thingy.
It happens.
Yeah, so that's I'm gonna go like troll the internet now for any kind of weight hack or thing for this girl.
Well, you know,
who's not on resale.
You could just be the one that does the weight hack.
You mean after I've already like opened like 5 of these and have not done anything to
them? You did it wrong. You should have bought a full case.
I guess I should have, yeah.
Next time.
Them's the breaks. Next time.
Next sports themed LOL ball set.
I'll keep my eye out for her being resold, but I don't think she will. She also didn't get as much press as I thought she would for this.
What do you mean? Oh, for this? Yeah.
Hardly any mention for the skin disease on her.
I mean, I'm sure MGA wasn't out promoting it. Like, look at us. Look at this skin disease doll that we did. You know what I mean? Like, and because that would be weird.
It would be weird.
And like, I don't think the news is that locked on to what MGA is doing unless they're putting a penis on another doll.
Yeah, right.
Like, unless mothers complain about it, then they're not going to get press on something like that.
The hunt continues.
Yes, and the hunt also continues for us.
Yes.
We are looking for new people to subscribe to our podcast. You got it!
Yes!
You did it!
Do you know why, though, Dominic?
What? Because I always have terrible transitions.
When somebody new subscribes, a little piece of their soul gets sucked out into our podcast.
Yeah.
And then our podcast is built on tiny pieces of everybody's souls.
Yes, I like it. I'm okay with that. That's totally fine.
And then as it absorbs more and more souls, you know, it becomes an entity of itself and really wants to heal the world with kindness.
Yeah, because muggles are so capable of doing those kind of things.
Oh my God, muggles are capable of so fucking much. It's ridiculous. Okay, before we leave, I will say, I just went to Universal.
Yes.
And I went to Hogwarts.
Did you get butterbeer?
I did not get butterbeer because I didn't want to die of a diabetic coma.
It's so worth it, though.
I went to Hogwarts in full, I'm not talking about like slight cosplay. I'm talking about full movie correct, like Ravenclaw attire. Like,
I have all of that.
Yeah, so like the robe, the wool sweater, like the $200, like the whole thing.
I have the wool sweater. I have the robe with the wand pocket. I have the tie,
headband, the thing. So I went in full attire. And I did not, I looked like a Ravenclaw student. And I walked up and I go to, right when you walk in, there's a giant train, the train to Hogwarts, and it's steaming and there's a train conductor. Yeah. And I went to go take a picture with him. And, you know, I give my phone to the lady who's going to take my picture. I walk up to take a picture with the train conductor and he looks over at me and he says in a British accent, he's like, and where do you come from? And I was like, you know, in character, I was like, actually, I'm from like Hogsmeade proper. Like, I'm totally a local girl. Where are you from, sir? And he's like, I'm from Los Angeles. I've been doing that. I mean, it was so horrible.
Why would like, you? Yeah, really why would they say that though? Why wouldn't he like?
And he's like, I'm so excited to get this gig because, you know, like I've been really working on my British accent, whatever. Like he's telling me his whole story. He just wants to be like a fucking actor. And I'm like, get the fuck out of my face. So then I like leave. I take the picture. I'm already a little peeved. And I go over to Honeyduke's because I want to buy some strawberry peanut butter ice cream. And I'm over there. And the lady at the front, she's wearing like a funny hat. And she's got like the cute outfit on. And she's like, welcome to Honeyduke's. Pray tell what you're looking for. Like she opened correct. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm like, ugh. I cannot even tell you. I've been looking for some special sweets for my professor, Albus Dumbledore. I hear he likes lemon drops, but do you know what else he likes? And she's like, I'm sorry, what was the name again? And I fucking tried to engage every fucking employee who works at goddamn the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and not a goddamn person knew what the fuck I was talking about.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's definitely not Disneyland.
It is not.
Yeah.
And so I went into Ollivander's and they had this big display that had the wands of everybody from the movie. And then you could buy wands. But in the glass display, Albus Dumbledore's wand was a different wand than the Elder Wand. And so it had to have been his pre-Elder Wand, like circa Fantastic Beasts. And I was so excited about that. I was like, oh my God, they've released his Fantastic Beasts wand. I must go get that because I already own the Elder Wand. And I went up to the guy and I was like, hi, I'm looking for a Dumbledore's like 1920s wand. And he's like, yes, Dumbledore. And he brings out the Elder Wand. And I was like, oh, no, sir, not the Elder Wand. I'm actually looking for pre-Elder Wand. And he's like, no, this is not the Elder Wand, ma'am. It's Albus Dumbledore's wand. And I'm like, okay, is there somebody else I could talk to? Because why do you work here? And he's like, no, it's not whatever like Elder Wand you're looking for. It is not this. This is Dumbledore's wand. And I'm like, yeah, do you have Dumbledore's other wand? And he's like, Dumbledore does not have more than one wand. And I'm like, for sure, you should be fucking fired. Please get me one other god. It was horrible.
Oh my gosh.
I was so upset. I should never just go there. I should just go there and not talk to anybody.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Seems like it. Or just go to Disneyland because it's...
Exactly. Because people are in character.
Yeah.
It shattered everything. And I easily had $1,000 worth of like licensed merchandise on my body. Like, just like, guys, give me something. I'm giving you everything I have.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. So, you know, maybe if we get enough subscribers and our soul machine becomes large enough that it will go to Hogwarts and imbue upon those muggles.
You'll donate
some fucking
it to
brains.
Hogwarts.
Yes. This is a monetary thing, guys. If you were more in character, I would have spent, endless amounts of money. You could have sold me anything if you stayed in character.
Damn them.
I know.
They're very unfantastic beasts.
Just horrible.
Horrible.
Like, it's in the display right over there. And he's like, must be a mistake. And I'm like, in your encased display that you don't have a key for.
Must be a mistake?
Like, what the balls?
What?
Your existence is a mistake, sir.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's poor guy. Hopefully he becomes an actor in Los Angeles at some point.
I literally was almost crying.
I don't think
was like,
doing
who can I call that would understand
accent
this?
at Wizarding World is a thing on your resume that agents are going to be like, yes, you're a star.
Just like, what the balls? And I was so excited. I was like, I made up a whole backstory about like where in Hogsmeade I'm from. Like, I was like, we are going to engage in like a 10-minute conversation.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He could have just been like, well, I'm from here. I'm a train conductor. And that would have probably been more of an acceptable answer.
Then like, I'm from Los Angeles. And I was like, oh my God, shoot me in the face right now. Why am I still talking to you, you aspiring actor?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, that's sad. What's even more sad if people don't subscribe. So
it would be sad.
Do
because
that.
Of the soul machine
we need
thing.
your souls.
Please.
We need fractional shares of your soul.
Like Horcruxes.
Yes. We need small soul pieces. So do that.
And if you do that, like a Horcrux, you cannot die unless this podcast dies.
Yes. Exactly. That's I'm fully on board with this whole thing. So
we are like that kind of dark magic. We were both going to be dark wizards, even though we didn't get in House Slytherin.
Yeah, I don't need to. We're the upset in like the good houses. Yeah. You know what I mean? Everybody's like, wait,
be in Slytherin for people to know.
Yeah, everybody's like we're the traitors. You know, everybody's like, something's off with this person.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all right. Well, everybody, do the things and subscribe to all the things on all the places, and that should be adequate for now. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
see you in the next weeks.
Bye.
Bye.